Numbers for the roll race, an 8.1. That's crazy. And battery's not even conditioned yet. So we still got a few more minutes before it. And when I feel like he floors it, I'm gonna floor it. Here we go. Woo! Oh man, Debbie did a 9.2 at 130. So pretty impressive. All right, you guys, we made it over here to Tucson Dragway and we're trying to get checked in, or tech inspected, I'm sorry. And there's a lot of cars here. It's gonna be a lot of fun. Let's just go ahead and take a look at the cars that we have in the line for tech inspection. So as you can see, there's a lot of cars here. There's a big event happening. So we've got drag racing, both dig and roll racing. We're also gonna have a car show, a burnout pit, lots of vendors out here. And yeah, we're excited to be here, and we'll show you guys all the excitement that we have going on when we get a chance. All right, you guys, it's looking pretty good over here. They got some roll racing going on right now. I am going to get into some roll racing later, but I just wanted to capture some runs. So let's go ahead and catch some footage of these cars running in a quarter-mile roll race. Left lane ran a 1.7 and right lane ran a 12.2. .9 and 9.3. Those are fast cars. All right, we've got a BMW here, going by itself. And that is a fast car, 9.2. Got a Supra and a BMW. BMW's in the left lane. And it ran a 10.3 and an 11.5 in the right lane. All right, we got a Corvette in the left lane and a Charger in the right lane. Corvette's fast. 11.4 in the left lane, 12.6 in the right lane. All right, we got a Challenger and a Mustang here. Mustang is in the left lane, Challenger is in the right lane. Here they go. And an 8.6 by the Challenger and 11.1 by the Mustang. All right, we got a Camaro in the right lane, Mustang in the left lane. In the left lane and a 10.5 in the right lane. All right. Challenger and a drag car. .4 in the right lane, 10.8 in the left lane. The old car really waited to go. I'm not sure what happened there. All right, 2 Mustangs. .6 in the right lane, 10.7 in the left lane. 2 Mustangs here. Red Mustang on the right with an 11.2 and a 12.4 in the left lane. All right, we got 2 Mustangs here. .6 in the left, 11.648 and 11.634 in the right lane. That was a close race. Got a Challenger in the right lane, Mustang in the left lane. .6 in the left, 11.0 in the right. All right, we got 2 Mustangs here. .0 in the left and 11.2 in the right. All right, you guys, so I'm just hanging out, taking a break by the car. I have not raced yet. I'm yet to run. They did the roll races first. I'm gonna participate in those later, but I didn't want to go in the first round. I just kind of wanted to see some of the cars running. And while the roll racing was happening, a car broke on the track, leaked stuff everywhere. So they've been trying to clean it up now, probably for like the last, gosh, I don't know, maybe 2 hours. So I have not run yet for that reason. But it's a good time out here. I'm enjoying myself. And then if you take a look here, we've got M4 Martin and his M4 here. So we're having a good time. All right, you guys, it is finally time to go race. Let's go get in staging. The battery's all preconditioned. I'm at about 95% state of charge. I showed up at 98 or 97, I'm sorry. But over the 5 hours that we've been waiting to race, we dropped 2 more %. So, and that was with cabin overheat off and Sentry mode off, right? So we turn those things off to preserve battery, and we're 95%. So if we get enough runs in, we're gonna run it down and to about 60 or 70%, and then we'll probably shoot off to the supercharger, charge up. It's only like 5 minutes away. That's really nice. We'll top it back off at 100, and we'll come back and do some roll racing. So let's go ahead and get staged. All right, it looks like we're gonna go against the Jeep here. Might be a Trackhawk, I can't tell. It's the only kind of Jeep I think would be out here. It's a Grand Cherokee, so we'll have to see what happens here. Nice big crowd out here. All right, he's staging to cheat us here. And we're off. Let's go. He's way back there. I think we hit 150. We'll have to see. God, it's hot in here with this jacket on and no air conditioner. Let's put the windows down. No, we'll show you the ticket in a second. All right, you guys, here's the ticket. So, I don't know how close I can get. I don't think that macro lens works with the camera or the video recorder, but in any case, we had a reaction time of 0.14. 60 foot was 1.5, 330 is 4.0, 1/8 is 6 flat, 117 miles an hour in the 1/8. And then our quarter mile time is 9.372 at 150 miles an hour. That's in the 21-inch arachnids, you guys. So that's a really good run for this car. I think I ran a 9.3 in the 18s too. I'd have to go back and look at the draggy numbers to see what the 1/10 of a second was there, or the 100th of a second maybe. But anyways, the Jeep was 13.8 at 98 miles an hour. So we're pretty happy with that run. We're gonna go get back in the staging lanes and we're gonna run the car as much as we possibly can for the quarter mile dig races. So also they're broken up into 2 categories. So the first category is quarter mile street tire, then you have another lane running slicks. So yeah, that was a really good run to start. Let's go see what we can do. Hopefully if we can run a 9.3 all the way to the bottom 80% of the pack, I'd be pretty happy with it. All right, we're lining up again. It looks like we're gonna go against the F-150. Honestly, I think I'm gonna give him the hit. Uh-oh, something's happening. Looks like he's backing out. I think he's trying to do his burnout. Okay. Yeah, he just wants to do his burnout. All right, I'm gonna give him the hit on this one. I'm gonna let him get to The little orange cone right there to the right. Beautiful. Excellent. Whee! Windows down because it's blazing hot out here. So I gave them the hit big time, so the reaction time's going to be terrible, but we'll look at the ticket. All right, you guys, in that last run, I was at 93% state of charge, and we ran another 9.37, and currently we're at 89%, so we'll be at 89% to start our next run. The poor F-150 was a 12.3 at 100 miles an hour. All right, you guys, it looks like we're going against another Plaid. So we'll have to see what the state of charge is. And who can get into cheetah mode first, but this is going to be a good one. All right, who can get to cheetah mode? Oh, I got him on the launch. Oh, he's a little bit faster though. Oh boy. Woo! That was a good race. My reaction time was better. That was a really good race. I think I got him on the reaction time, and I think I lost my GoPro. I think it got loose in that run, and so I guess you don't even get to see the Plaid next to me. That's a bummer. But we'll take a look at the numbers here in a second. Unfortunately, my GoPro went a little wonky in that one. I gotta fix it. That Plaid is on 19s. I ran a 9.3, he ran a 9.4. I was at 153. Oh wait, hold on, I'm lying. I was at 151, he was at, oh, he was faster. He did a 9.3, I did a 9.4. I'll show you the ticket here in a second. Okay, so the Plaid in the 19s, he was on 19s, and so he ran a 9.3, I ran a 9.4. My reaction time was a little bit better, but the light came faster than I anticipated because I was all wound up about racing another Plaid, but clearly the 19s is the difference. I didn't get a chance to talk to him, so I'm not sure what his state of charge is. But I am down to 86% at the moment. All right, you guys, everything's going really well so far, except for one issue with the GoPro mount. The mount just keeps coming loose. The GoPro keeps falling. It's for this side, so as long as I continue to get the left lane, like they've been giving me, you'll be able to see the other cars in the GoPro. So let's get back into staging. All right, looks like we got a Corvette coming in behind us. If if I'm not mistaken. Or he let the truck through, actually. Man, I'm not getting any muscle cars. This is crazy. But we're having fun either way. He's lifted like crazy. He's on slicks though. He's got racing tires on his truck. We'll have to see. SRT, Dodge Ram, TRX. Let's get into Cheetah. All right, we're ready to launch. He's staging. And we're off. Nice and easy, baby, nice and easy. That's the first exit, but I like to not use the brake so hard, so I come all the way to the very end as much as possible. Now we are down to 83% state of charge. It's bumpy right there at the end of the track, and I guess the car has learned that. And it said it was raising the suspension right there. That's pretty funny. I need one more GoPro. That one keeps falling down. I think I'm going to end up just taking it off. Thank you. Wow, that left lane's been really good. We'll show you the ticket here in a second. Right, you guys, I ran another 937. That left lane's been really good to me. I don't know what happened with that right lane against that other Plaid where I ran a 9.4, but we seem to be running pretty consistent in the top 80% of the pack. So we'll have to see if we're able to keep that up or not. I'm guessing we're going to start losing a little bit of time when we get down to 70%. So anyways, that's where we are, 83% state of charge for our next run. All right, looks like we finally got a muscle car. Looks like we have a black ZL1 on slicks. It's got a nice wing in the back. So that should be a good one. And he's on the right side, so we'll get to see him in the GoPro as well. All right, he's coming out. He's probably got to burn his rubber real quick. We've got a nice crowd out here for the drag racing. They're watering them down so we can make some heat. All right, he's making his heat, and I'm gonna go ahead and get to cheetah stance. Car sounds fast. This should be a fun one. All right, let's get down. Wait, hold on. We're gonna wait till he gets to the line. If I get into cheetah stance too early and I sit there, it'll kick me out. I think I've got like a 10-second or 15-second window. And if I don't watch the car, it'll kick me out. So I'm gonna wait for this car to at least get close to the line. He's coming up. Okay, we're gonna stage now. Or we're gonna get into cheetah now because he's pretty close to the line. He's trying to stage. All right, we're in cheetah. This is gonna be a fun one. I jumped it. I jumped the line. Come on. I jumped the light. Damn, 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 damn. I was trying to get a really good reaction time. It looks like he had an issue hooking. This is the first time I actually blew the light. I typically don't have too much trouble, but I was really trying to get a good reaction time there. And I blew it a little too early. We'll show you the ticket in a second. So at 83% state of charge on that last run. It looks like we're actually starting to slow down now. That was a 9.43 at 149. That was a 10-second Camaro, bro, and I think he had trouble hooking. So he might be faster than me if he can actually stay connected to the road. But that's a great time for that Camaro, a 10 flat. It's got to be a 9-second car, I imagine, if he's able to hook. Anyways, that was that run. We're down to 80%. All right, you guys, car's at 80% state of charge. We're gonna keep running the car until the quarter-mile racing is done. So I think they're giving us a 90-minute window or a 20-minute or maybe even 2 hours to run. So I'm just gonna keep running the car, and then I'll have to go back to the supercharger to charge, and then I'll have to spend probably about 45 minutes doing that. And then I'll come back. It's 5 o'clock right now, so there's a lot of racing to be done still. So we'll come back and we'll get into some roll racing. But let's get back into staging. All right, looks like we'll be going against a Dodge Charger this time. And he's on slicks for sure, so we'll have to see what kind of race this is. He got to the, oh, he's already staging before me, look at that. I don't think we're gonna get all the way into cheetah. We're out of there. Yeah, he's way back there. We'll have to see what kind of times we got there at 80%. We only wasted 1%. Typically it's been 2 to 3% per run. But, oh, there we go. Never mind. It adjusted. It went down to 77. All right, let's go take a look at the time. All right, you guys. So our reaction time was really good. We ran a 9.4 at 149. The Charger was a 15-second car. Jesus, I thought it looked so much faster. He must have just gave up or something. 56 miles an hour. Either he didn't hook, or something broke, or he just didn't care because he knew he was going to lose. Looks like he threw the race, to be honest. But anyways, those are the times.
Right, tell him if he breaks, if he goes 13, we're going to kick him out. All right, go ahead, man.
All right, it looks like we're gonna run a black Mustang, female driver. She's been doing really well out here today. She's got, I can't tell if it's a slick on the back or not. We'll wait for her to back up. He's gonna back her up so she can straighten out. And we'll get into cheetahs now. All right, we're in cheetah. And she jumped the light. Beautiful. Good run. The nice thing is no cars have broken while we're doing quarter-mile digs. So I was just talking to the guy. They're gonna do dig races for 20 more minutes. So I'm actually gonna run off to the supercharger, try to get a jump on charging, and then we're gonna come back and do some roll racing. And they're gonna alternate every 2 hours until the track closes. So beautiful. You have to get waved through right there, because when you take the second exit, the next race of cars might be coming up already, and they're gonna let those guys through before they let you through. So even though the light was green, I just like to make sure I look at the staff member and you know, make sure that they wave me with their hands. So that was a lot of fun. We'll show you the ticket in a second, and we'll see you at the supercharger. All right, you guys, in that one we ran a 947 at 148. So the car's been pretty dang consistent, but we did lose about a tenth once we got down to about 80% state of charge. We're at 74 now. All right, you guys, that was pretty fun. I ran the dig racing, quarter-mile dig racing, all the way through for the 2 hours. God, we got, I'll have to look at it, but we got probably almost like 7 to 10 runs in. So we dropped down to about 83% state of charge. And I'm having the car drive me to the supercharger so we can charge up and come back and do some roll racing. Because I've never done any roll racing in the quarter mile in this car. I'm yet to do it. And I'm yet to do it in a quarter mile on a prepped surface. So I'll be interested to kind of see what the times might be from a roll. So we're gonna go supercharge. We'll be back at the track, and we'll meet up with you then when we're ready to run again. Peace. All right, so we're all topped off at the supercharger. We're at 100%. We'll get back to the track with about 98, 97%. And I just gotta pay for the roll races because I didn't do that initially. I wasn't sure how many cars would actually turn up for roll racing, and it appears that there's actually more roll racing cars than there are drag racing cars. So I'll meet you guys back at the track. Peace. All right, you guys, we are back in the pits, and we are looking to do some roll racing here. So this truck in front of us is gonna go, and then we'll be next. Oh, I gotta get it in drag strip mode. All right. Got a little BMW here. Looks like we're gonna go against an older BMW. I saw an older BMW like this one put down a really good time. So I'm not sure if this is that same car though. Looks like you had a passenger in the car. We're gonna just try to keep pace with him here. And here we go. Whee! Whoa! We got up to a higher speed there, I think. So we'll show you the ticket in a second. All right, there you go. There's our numbers for the roll race, an 8.1. That's crazy. At 154. And battery's not even conditioned yet. So we still got a few more minutes before it conditions completely. But that was our first ever roll race in the quarter mile. Let's go back into the staging lanes. All right, looks like we got another BMW. Looks to be another 3 Series. My goal is just to roll with him, and when I feel like he floors it, I'm gonna floor it. All right, here we go. Here we go. Woo! Car's pretty quick. And we're down to 93% state of charge. I'll make sure with every run that I do that I put that on the screen for you. All right, let's check it out. All right, you guys, it's starting to get a little dark out, so I've got to turn on the light for the phone. But anyways, we did an 8.0 at 154. The BMW did a 9.2 at 130, so pretty impressive. All right, looks like we got a Mustang this time, orange Mustang. All right, let's go. Let's go, we're out of here. Whoa, coming in hot. All right, we're already down to 88%. All right, you guys, so in that last one, we did an 8.3 at 152 from the roll. The other car was 10.7 at 114. It's looking like the roll racing's kind of dying off. I think I got back towards the tail end of it, so I'm gonna go ahead and save the rest of the battery for the drag racing. And we're gonna wait until they call the drag cars out from a dig, the quarter mile digs instead of the rolls. So I got two or three roll races in. It went pretty well. It was a lot of fun. But we'll go ahead and save the juice for the digs. Peace. All right, so we just had a chance. We're getting ready to go run on the digs. I'm still trying to get situated here. But if you look over here, that's the other Plaid. And I was just talking to the guy for a hot minute. Super nice, but he's new to the scene. And he had a lot of questions for me. So I got hung up for a second. But we're ready to go run, so let's go race. Looks to be like there's quite a few more cars in this dig racing round than there was in the first round. So hopefully we'll get some good runs in and we'll run against some fast cars. All right, looks like we're up. Looks like it's an older Corvette, but it's got a carbon hood on it and it's got some performance stickers on the windshield, so hopefully the car's pretty quick. But we'll see here. All right, he's making his rubber. Hope I don't lose this GoPro on the track. That would be horrendous. But we're gonna get up to staging. We're gonna get into and we're off. Whee! All right. Very nice. Oh, slow down, baby, slow down. I really gotta push on this brake pedal. Beautiful, we'll check the ticket. All right, you guys, on that particular run, we did a 947 at 150, and looks like the other car had an issue getting off the line because he only finished at 50 miles an hour. But anyways, that was that run. Also, unfortunately, my GoPro keeps falling off the car. So unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to get any more GoPro footage, and we're just going to have to use the phone for now. Sorry about that, but there's a lot of racing to be done still. So we'll see you at the starting line. All right, you guys, we'll be at 83% state of charge for this next run. I'm not sure if I'm going to get a car or not. Left. All right, looks like we're going to race a Charger here. Oh, I lied. It doesn't look like we have a car. Guess they didn't want to run with me. He tried to wave them up. Oh, hold on. We do have a car. I lied. It is going to be a Charger. Gray Charger. Got a big crowd over here. All right, he's staging. We're preparing to launch. We're out of there. I could hear him peeling out. I think he had a hard time getting traction. Unfortunately, the GoPro mounts are having issues staying on the car, so I had to pull them down. Luckily, they fell off the track and not on the track. That would have been terrible. But I also think one of them busted on the lens, so we'll have to see. But we'll show you the ticket in a second. All right, I'm gonna just read this to you guys while I'm on the fly because I want to get back in staging. I want to do as many runs as I can. But we did a 945 at 150 miles an hour. The Charger did a 13.3 at 109. So I think he had a hard time sticking as well. Big crowd out here, as you can see. But we're gonna get back into staging. We'll see you over there. All right, looks like we got a blue Challenger right here. It looks to be stock. The guy's not even wearing a helmet, so the car's probably not very fast. But there's the car. Get you guys a quick look at the car real quick since my GoPros are not mounted anymore, unfortunately. All right, he's gonna put some rubber down. Oh, or not too much anyways. And we're gonna give him a nice little jump here, okay? We're gonna give him a second to go. I knew that car wasn't going to be very fast, so I let him go for a good little bit. And ooh, slow down, baby. Into the track comes real quick in this car. Woo! All right, we'll read off the numbers to you here in a second. All right, you guys, the Challenger, the blue Challenger was in the left lane. He did a 14.392 at 99 miles an hour, or 99.35. I did a 941 at 151, and we are down to 77% state of charge. So it's about 9 o'clock. We're just gonna keep running it down. We'll have to see how slow the car gets when we get down to like 50% state of charge. So let's get back in staging. All right, it looks like I'm gonna go against my buddy M4 Martin. He's got a YouTube channel. I'll be sure to link that in the description. He's got a stage 2 tune on it. So I'm gonna let him burn his rubber, get his tires hot. Alrighty. Whoa, very impressive. I'm gonna give him the opportunity to get his boost up. So I'm gonna let him stage up so he can get his boost going. Oh, that car launches, holy shit. Wow. God damn, that car launches, bro. That's an incredible car. That's an amazing car, bro. That car fucking launches. He's done a great job with that car. We'll show you the time slip here in a second. All right, we've got the ticket, and he was in the left lane. He did a 10.49 at 134 miles an hour. I did a 9.460 at 150.20. Dude, that car launches like a bat out of hell. His 60 foot was better than mine. He did a 1.50. I had a 1.52. And then I did kind of give him the jump as well. His reaction time was 0.341. Mine was 0.96. So I like that car a lot. That is a great car. Hopefully when he's ready to get rid of it, he'll think of me. But let's get back in the lanes. All right, we're lining up for our next race. Thought there was a Pontiac that was going to come up, but it doesn't look like it's coming. All right, I'm not sure if we're going to have another car to run against this time. All right, since there's no cars, I'm just gonna run it down the track in chill mode. Save some battery. Have all this. Chill mode, quarter mile, let's see. Let's go, baby. Let's go. I think we got to 95 miles an hour. We'll have to check the ticket. Oh, that's hilarious. We'll throw it back in drag strip mode. It says 7 minutes to precondition. That's interesting. Like I kicked it out, I ran it down the drag strip, and now it needs 7 minutes. That's hilarious. All right, let's check the ticket. The quarter mile run in chill mode. All right, you guys. I keep forgetting to mention the state of charge, so I apologize. It's new YouTuber struggles. But anyways, we're down to 73% state of charge. And in chill mode, we did a 15.2 at 95 miles an hour. Woo! That's fucking hilarious. Also, if you're wondering, it's an 11-second car in sport mode. So if you're ever racing this car and you go against like a Volkswagen Beetle. I've raced against those before. I'll just throw it into sport or chill or whatever. But anyways, hopefully we'll get another car on the next run. All right, you guys, looks like we're gonna run up against this black Mustang. We raced it earlier. The car's not very fast. So I think I'm gonna give the lady a nice jump. And then we'll chase her down. God, that BMW is so fast. Oh boy, that pill out looks good, but let's get staged. All right, let's get into Cheetah, and I'm gonna let her out for a little bit. Beautiful. Whoa, we're bouncing on that lane. I haven't been in the right lane too much tonight. Whoa. Once the quarter mile ends, the road gets really bumpy. In the left lane, it's not so bad until you get down here to the end before you got to turn around. But it's a cool car, that Mustang. It sounds really neat too. I like the noise that it makes. Let's check the ticket. All right, you guys, we're still running a 9.4. That last run was at 73% state of charge. We're down to 70 now. And the car seems to be slowing down a little bit. That was a 9.49. So I'm willing to guess our next run is going to be about a 9.5. And we'll probably stay at about 9.5. I'm guessing if we get as low as 50%, but we'll have to see. I'm not sure if they're going to do another round of roll racing, but if they do, I'll probably just burn the battery up. So the reaction time, because I let them go, was 2.5. Her reaction time was good at 0.5. But those are the numbers. Cheers. Looks like the cars are starting to fall off here. I don't see any cars, so I'm just going to hang back for a second and wait for a couple cars to come around. All right, looks like we got an old school Chevy Caprice. I tried to let him out and get a glimpse of it on the camera, but I don't think I'm going to be able to. Well, actually, I might be able to. Let's take a look right here. There it is. He's doing his burnout. Hopefully you guys can see that. All right, nice little burnout in the Caprice, the Chevy Caprice. All right, let's get into Cheetah. Okay, here we go. Oh, he jumped the light. And for that reason, he got a nice little jump on me. But that car was pretty quick off the line, to be honest. Even though he jumped the light, I mean, he still got a nice, he hooked pretty well and got a nice little launch there. For such a big car, that's really impressive. We'll have to see what the final numbers say. We'll show you the numbers in a second. All right, you guys, real quick, that last run against that Caprice, I did a 9.48 in that one, so that was at 70%. We're down to 68 now. I did a 9.486 at 148.1. And then the Caprice did a 13.2 at 97.71. So we're gonna take a short break. I gotta charge the phone up, and then I'm gonna check in and see if they're gonna do some roll racing still, or if that's gonna be it for the night. So we'll check back with you in a second. Peace. All right, you guys, this might be our last run of the night, and hopefully we'll go against this Mustang. We'll see what happens when we get to the staging lanes. Oh, there's another Mustang up here already, so chances are they're going to run with each other. Oh, no.
You can go, you can go.
Are you waiting for somebody?
I'm just trying to get a solo run.
Okay.
My bad, dude.
No worries.
I think we've raced before, actually.
In the 8th mile.
Yeah. Well, we'll get a run in soon. If I can I'm just trying to get a personal best.
Okay.
But if not, before it ends, we can probably get one in.
Why don't you run your solo?
Yeah.
And then come back around, we'll go.
All right.
It looks like we're gonna race the Mustang, and I raced this guy in a 1/8 of a mile some time ago, and it was a super close race. So this car is super fast. Car thought I was gonna hit that barrel, but we're gonna let him burn his rubber. We are going to get up here and stage though, because I know that car's fast. It's really fast. Let's get into cheetah stance. Preparing for launch. And we're off. Oh, he's close. That was really close. That car was faster than that. I'm not sure if he had an issue hooking or not. I'll have to ask him. But it's a really fast car. I raced that car in an 1/8 mile, and I know it's faster than that because I barely won by like a nose. So I think he probably just didn't get a good hook. I'll have to ask him, and we'll show you the ticket in a second. All right, you guys, check it out. So I raced that Mustang. As you probably heard in the video, we've raced before. We raced at an event in an 1/8 mile for a pot, and I ended up winning, but like I said, by like a nose, and it was a $1,000 pot. So so that was like 6 months ago, and I saw him earlier today, but we haven't had a chance to run all day. I practically forgot about him because I didn't even think he was here still. But it just so happens right at the end of the night, the last couple of runs, it looks like we ran against each other. And I'm going to actually show you the ticket on this one because I need to provide a little context. So let me flip the camera real quick. All right, you guys, so here we go. We have the ticket here. And as you can see here with the reaction time, he botched it hard. So I actually crossed the finish line faster than he did. But if you look really closely, his car was incredibly fast. Also, for the record, I was at 65% state of charge. So if I'm in the upper 80s, this is probably a different race. But you know, listen, here's the fact about the car: the 400-volt architecture. The car does slow down. It starts to teeter off once you get under about 75% state of charge. So. To his credit, the race is his. Ford Mustang, I did talk to him after the race. He was running nitrous, but it was the fastest car by far that I had seen on the track today. And that makes the second loss on the night. So I lost to the other Plaid, and I lost to this Mustang. So their cars were faster in the quarter mile. But let me just throw this at you. My reaction time was much better than theirs, and I actually crossed the line first. So call it how you want it. They were great races. I had a lot of fun, and yeah, let me know if you have questions about this ticket. So listen, he did a 1.4 in the 60 foot. That's incredible. 1.6 is pretty steady for this car. Yeah, faster in the 1/8 mile, faster in the quarter mile. The kid built a great car, and I'm happy for him. So that's it for those numbers. All right, you guys, it was a super long day. We were out here for nearly 12 hours, and I'm wiped. So I'm going to have the car drive me home. I'm going to stick this thing in FSD, and we're going to have the car drive me home so I can just relax. That's it. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Peace.